from the bottom of the barrel, New York down to the Thames. See, I got on the apparel, champion hood check, Yankee for the check. Done so much for rap, they wanna thank me in the rap. Kept boom bap alive. I hustled in the ghetto with goons that survive, real fathers that provide. Break barriers, trying to reach farther than the skies. I thought there was the limit, keep harboring the lies. Yeah, keep harboring the lies, and why they go to extremes, they keeping the knowledge from us, institutionalize and keep pushing college on us. They only teach you what they want you to know, then they hit you with a diploma like some honor bestow. We misguided the truth to the rich, hided the war between upper and middle class, then ignited. The cipher is a circle, and my cipher is six-sided, a hexagon. They all impressed by my lexicon.
Yo, this is the Lucha Thug, the one-man Lucha gang, El Rey Gordo himself, the King Fat Boy Papo Esco, and y'all rocking with the Urban Wrestling Network.
Hey, yo, what up, Bodega Podcast? You already know who it is. It's one half of the sexiest Puerto Rican studs on this planet, Ortiz, baby. And shout out to all the Bodega Podcast listeners. Ow.
This is Agatha Carter, and you're watching the Urban Wrestling Network.
This is Shane Taylor, CEO of Shane Taylor Promotions, and you are listening to the Urban Wrestling Network.
What's really hood, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Talking New York, the Coquito Papi, a.k.a. Chef. I'm here with none other than my brother from another mother. I'm chopping it up this morning. Macho, what's up, baby?
What's good, brother?
I'm chilling. I know you said Texas is a little cold today.
Hey, man, it's fine. When you're the most professional podcaster, that's fine. That's good, bro. That's how we do. Doesn't matter.
It's light. BBTV, what's good, baby?
I'm excited today. Double duty again, and a lot to talk about. And I brought my playbook with me, so I'm really ready for today.
Ooh, look at him kicking it old school.
Yeah, he put some work into this, and I was like, all right, maybe I have to step my shit up. And
I watched the show twice. I watched Impact twice, MLW twice, and AEW twice. One is a fan and one is a critic, so this should be interesting.
Too much wrestling. Listen, it's the first ever MLP show, Major League Podcast for MLW. We're here. I enjoyed this. This actually made me enjoy wrestling a whole lot more. I really enjoyed this show a lot. It starts off ACH versus Brian Pillman Jr., who I think BVTV has a thing for because he loves Brian Pillman Jr. And I thought you were a fan of Brian Pillman Jr.
I like his work. This was actually a really great opening match. I love both these wrestlers. I think they're some of the best in the world. So it was really cool to see these two kind of go at it.
No, for sure. I did see one spot.
I'm a big ACH fan, dude. I like ACH. He's fun to watch, dude.
Oh, ACH is legit. I mean, I don't know if his ribs are really hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what they were doing with that. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a little shenanigans going on or something for Gazy.
Well, that was the whole storyline for the Contra angle is when he had the shot against Fatu for the MLW World Heavyweight title last week. That was the whole Contra attack.
Supposedly he got beat up in the back.
Yeah.
Why is he gonna lie though?
No one had seen it.
I mean, it's not like they have like a grip of cameras all over the place. I mean, like, let's be honest. If Contra wants to come up in there and like get past the camera, they will. I mean, like, do they not strike you as grimy enough?
I love Contra that they feel like home.
Okay. So let's take ACH for the face value. Okay. Contra got enough dudes, and they got enough. They can do it. Got in, gave him the business, roughed him up pre-match. He lost his shot legit 1-on-1 against Fatu, also legit, and he's on the rebound.
Whenever Contra's involved, there's never a fair, legit match. I think we need to remember that. The last fair, legit match was Tom Lawler losing the belt to Jacob
I'm not going to let you just trash my heels, so that's not going to happen right now. ACH, Brian Pillman Jr., like I said, there was only one spot that I seen that was off, and that was towards the end where I think ACH is supposed to go over the ropes and then, look a little off. But all in all, I want you guys, what were you feeling about this Brian Pillman ACH match? Because obviously you both are ACH fans, so I'm curious, what was your take on this match?
Go ahead.
Well, I think for me, there was one spot. It was that Matrix, the Matrix-like kick. It was kind of like a cartwheel kick. I'm not sure. I think like a front cartwheel.
The one up the corner.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was pretty slick. I'm not very smooth. That was a really cool thing. I think no one wants to talk about how Team Filthy was just sitting there watching this match. I mean, you had, gold medalist Dominic Garidi there, Kevin Koo, and the 2020 Opera Cup winner Tom Lawler, just waiting to pick the pieces of ACH. I love that. It's very but it's a very methodic.
But they didn't do anything to jeopardize that match. That was a legit one-on-one match with zero interference by Team Filthy.
Yeah, and that's what I like about Tom Law. Tom Law is one of those guys who he's going to wait till you're done, and once you're done, then he's going to kick your ass. So I've always appreciated that about Filthy Tom.
I don't like Filthy Tom. I'm gonna just get real gritty. Somebody like Filthy Tom can appreciate it. He's grimy. I don't like him. I don't appreciate it. I can respect him, I don't like him. All right.
Well, then you'll probably like the next part. That's when, after the bell sounded off, a great opening match. If you're a professional wrestling fan, you've been treated to some great opening matches this week on Impact, MLW, and AEW. So you guys should be really happy about that. And then here comes the Von Erichs, helping out their fellow Texans.
Well, I mean, that's legit. I'm waiting for Filthy and his crew to get their asses kicked because you don't mess with Texas. You don't. And as a new Texan, I'm kind of proud about the Von Erichs showing up and being like, nah. You can't do ACH like that. That's not okay. So good. Finally, ACH gets a little backup. I get to watch the Von Erichs just, rub their hands together and get it down.
Well, also, you got to understand, Tom Lawler is the only reason why the Von Erichs are no longer the MLW Tag Champions. He is the sole reason to why Los Parks has the MLW World Tag Team titles. So there's just a lot of bad blood, even from when Tom Lawler backstabbed them over a year ago at this point. There is so much bad blood between Tom Lawler and the Von Erichs. I cannot wait for it to implode. And that right there,
long time coming.
It is. And I think even on I know next we got Filthy Island, but I think soon that's going to be like a pay-per-view match. I know the three of them, the Von Erichs and ACH will have, I think, all of Team Filthy.
Oh, yeah, because the Filthy Island pay-per-view doesn't look sketchy. They can't even get sponsored, bro. Come on. Like, that's grimy, dude. Everybody looks at that. Anybody who gets into that Filthy Island pay-per-view better do it with a lot of side-eye because I don't trust it. I don't. And if you trust it, you're a mark.
All right, so I think we touched the ACH and Brian Pillman Jr., which
I mean, it was lit. I enjoyed it. To your point, like it was well done. I enjoyed the story they told. Pillman is like every time I see him, he gets better and better. He gets more comfortable, and I really feel like when he's wrestling against somebody who feels real comfortable with, he puts on a bar burner, dude.
Yeah, and I mean, Brian Pillman's been kind of on a losing streak, but the more we see him, the more he seems to add to his repertoire and everything else. I think dude is a really good freaking wrestler. Obviously, his pedigree. Same with the Von Erichs, who I think the Von Erichs are probably the best kept secret in wrestling. That's another, rich royalty wrestling family. Now, as Macho said, because the next thing that pops up is Tom Lawler's Filthy Island next week.
Before we address it, I want to give that match a B. I feel like we should give that a rating. Not saying it's good, If Dave Meltzer has star systems, we should have a letter system. I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm gonna get real unpopular. Fuck Dave Meltzer.
Bomb.
Listen, he don't need it. He don't need that burn. He don't need nothing. The guy is does what he does. He's been doing this for a minute. He don't need my help. He don't need nothing. I will not. You can mention Dave Meltzer. I'm gonna run him over every chance I get, simply because he don't need my help. Okay,
Well,
he don't.
I'm just saying, if there's a stupid star system that gets broken, why can't we have a letter system here? I'm just
Absolutely, I'm all right with that. You know what?
like,
Listen,
Sure.
I told you. Listen, I
there you
told
go.
you last night. You think of what you want. I'll create it, and we'll put it across the damn screen. When you're like, we'll give it a 1 to 5, and then whatever you want to say the match can be, I'll just throw like tombstones or skeleton faces.
Right here, right
What the
there, a
hell is
B.
that? A
It's supposed
B.
to be a
I'll
B.
throw a B.
It's terrible
Listen,
B.
I'll throw a B with a crown. Call it a day.
Legit B, easy.
Yeah.
Tom Lawler's Filthy Island next week. I think that myself and Macho could care less about Tom Lawler's Filthy Islands.
The only thing I care about the Filthy Island is what's going to go down between Savio Vega and Mil Muertes. That's it.
You know what? I don't want. I'll tell you. They kind
We'll
of
get to it. I know. I'm just throwing it out there. Like, as invested with Filthy Island pay-per-view as I am, there's only 1 or 2 things that I'm truly invested in, and that's one of them.
So then I won't even say anything on it now. I'll wait till later when they actually go through the card, and I'll talk my work then.
So it transitions into Savio Vega talking about the pride of Puerto Rico and his promotion, and he ain't selling to nobody. He kept it 100. We ain't selling to nobody.
And that's the biggest mistake. That's the biggest mistake he ever made in his whole entire career. Why would you say no to a very dangerous woman?
Yo, she can go jump in a taxi, bro. Like, no. You don't come all up in here after all the work he put in for that and just be like, yo, here's a couple of bags. If that, if you don't think it's personal for him, you got to really reconsider. Okay, if somebody's unattached to something, right, and they just building something to sell it, that's one thing. All right, but for her to roll up on him like that and being like, nah, here's some bags, here's some money, and she had to expect that he would have said no. For her to take it to that next step, though, that's where it gets personal.
Yeah, like, listen, she's trying to strong arm him. That's what she's doing.
She's made a career of doing that. She stronged arm into being an executive producer. She stronged arm into the Los Parks getting.
Hold up, you know what? Wait.
Let's be realistic.
Put some fucking respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. She ain't strong arm shit.
I will.
She made boss.
When you have when you have power, you can throw it around when you want, and that's exactly what she has. And she has power, and she knows. She has the stroke, and she knows it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but she does strong arm, and it's successful. So, for him if he takes notice to what happened to other people who have said no to her, you would think the more intelligent option would be to sell.
Listen,
if anything, where's Conan?
He's a Puerto Rican.
Conan?
He doesn't understand that. You can have 500 motherfuckers in front of a Puerto Rican dude, and we won't get stomped out because we're going to be like, kiss my ass. You don't allow to get strong armed. And that's straight facts, young man. You got to kill me to take this. And to be honest, I mean, they might kill him, but you know what I mean?
That is what it is. No. I agree with Shep on this 100%. Okay. You want to press on me for mine? Bet. Come on, let's go. Show me what you got. All right. If you can't respect it, you're going to earn it. That's it. That's where it begins and ends. I hope listen. He got done dirty and grimy in that match for his belt, his title. All right. Don't even get me started about the Caribbean title. All right. He got done grimy by that ref.
Who's also the same guy who is no longer allowed to be in NBA games because he had
some betting. Fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit.
Garbage. Wow. Basura. Trash. Okay.
Yeah, he's fugazi.
So, if she want to come in and try to be a vulture and straight hawking on him like a vulture, dude, that was tactical. Make no mistake. Okay. If she gonna do that, fine, cool, no problem. She'll see what's up. I just don't like his odds because it's Mil Muertes and that dude. That's kind of rough, dude. Mil Muertes got a lot of points to make. He's dangerous, real dangerous, and if Savio's not careful, he's gonna get got. So I think he's gonna have to have something up his sleeve. What even is a fucking jungle match anyway? What's the rules to a jungle match? Can somebody fill me in? Like, I don't trust it. I don't trust her. I don't trust the Jefe, whoever this Jefe is. All right, it's grimy, it's sketchy, and Savio needs to watch his back. All right, facts.
The only problem I have with that, and we'll go into it a little more because she has her segment where she goes nuts. But Savio was rolling Dolo. Like, he's a one-person kind of guy. She's got a slew of dudes that she could just kind of do the, the Warriors, come out to play, and then all of a sudden you get rushed. It's tough, man. It's tough. It cuts into TJP last week having a beef with his protege. TJP came off like a crybaby. I'm not feeling TJP. Gentlemen, TJP kind of sunning his protege. What do y'all think about that? Because not for nothing, I think this has been way too short of a time to already sun your protege. Y'all let me know what y'all think about TJP sunning his protege.
Look, yeah, he's salty, okay? It's obvious TJP's kind of salty about that loss. Maybe he felt like they should have had that in the bag, all right? Because I'm going to be honest with you, they should have. That's probably a match they shouldn't have lost. So, I mean, you could throw TJP under the bus on this one if you want, but, like, he's a competitor. And that, that it comes out like that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Well, then he should have elevated his game.
I don't know. Sometimes the rookies got to get that tough love. Vink?
Buku Dao, that poor guy, that kid can take a beating. I've seen him a couple times in MLW. I get that kid's got a lot of heart, and you got to understand, for this kid to come in there with TJP, who's wrestled around the world, and to go in against Los Parks, that's not an easy task for anyone. Experienced veterans and all that stuff. So this kid came in there, kind of shined, low key, he really did, and gave it his best against the #1 tag team in MLW. Meanwhile, just because you train somebody, that does not equate to being great tag team partners. They learn from you, so they know your moves. That's not going to, you guys can kind of understand, that's not going to equate for chemistry. Tag teaming and training someone are two different things. There's a respect aspect to training, and there's a whole different thing in terms of tag team chemistry. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the kid gave it his all, and that's the best he really could have done in this situation. You kind of threw him to the wolves, and I think he did pretty well. As for TJP, emotions were high. He's a champion. He's won multiple titles in his career. So, of course, he wanted to win this one, and this one is obviously important to him.
He's won titles world over, right? We know he can produce, all right? He does. And maybe for him, he just ain't got the patience anymore to sit here and pull somebody else's extra weight when he feels like he should be having some gold around his waist. Maybe it was just time for him to cut bait, all right? And it sucks to say it like that, but you know what? It's wrestling, not ballet. Sometimes it be like that.
It is what it is. Now, I know I really enjoyed this match for multiple reasons. BBTV was kind of not as high on it as I was. Zenshi versus Tankman. And I'm going to tell you now, when I seen this, I was like, oh, man, this is going to be a squash. He's just going to run through this guy. Blah, blah, blah. Zenshi, I know his work. I love how fast he is and agile and all over the place. And thank God he's as good as he is, because there was a lot of positions where if he didn't wiggle his way out, Tankman was going to crush him. And to see Tankman, this is the part I took from it.
Are you a Tankman fan?
I like Tankman. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why. I like Tankman. He was able to still look not slow. And he's got impressive moves where his big ass is getting off the floor. His drop kick looks super clean. It wasn't like, the fat guy drop kick where they just kind of fall and stick their legs out. Like, no, this guy was actually like moving around. And I'm going to let you know when he ran through and did like the pounce like Monty Brown used to do, the alpha male, he flattened that little dude. This was a dope match. Tank Man did the damn thing. And I am aboard the Tank Man train. Let's get it popping.
Bank, I'm gonna let you take this one first.
Whoa, you guys are hating on my man Tank Man?
I actually had no problem with this match. I think Zenshi, I've seen a lot of his work just like you have, before MLW. So Zenshi's a champion, has won championships primarily in South America. Really just fun, really great wrestler. Love to watch his work. It's always entertaining to see. He's definitely going to draw you in with stuff he does. But I will say about Calvin Tankman is I love the fact that for his size and for his speed, he was able to keep up with Zenshi. Other than that, that was really the only thing for me that I really was like, oh, okay, cool, Calvin Tankman. But you guys also understand, I've also seen this match before, so I already knew what to expect. It was basically kind of the same as the last match. There was nothing new that came out in this match. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So, I have a little bit less of, oh, that was awesome. It was kind of carbon copy. I hate saying that, but Zenshi still stood out.
You're a hater.
No, he's not. He's not a hater. I'm a hater, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh dear.
For every, I don't know how this guy, what shine Tankman's got for you. I really don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me, considering you have literally run a bus over people in similar situations that we don't have to go back to, that you've called doughy and soft and boring. All right. So I don't even know. Like, it doesn't add up to me. It doesn't. I'm getting 2 + 2 = 7, and it makes no damn lick of sense to me. All right, it don't. Be that as it is, the match was well done. I'm not mad at it. I haven't seen them go shoulder to shoulder before, so I was entertained. Some of them spots look a little risky, but it is what it is. I don't feel like they burned it down or anything for me, but I do think they're both good wrestlers who had a good match. I wasn't wowed or amazed by it. I feel like when the idea of styles clashing make good matches, I think it was an okay match. I think it could have been better. I don't know. Maybe they could have brought a little bit more to it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a barn burner. It was kind of in the middle for me.
Listen, I'll take that. That's fair. Are you going through your notes to find something here? Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. But also, let me say this. My boy, Ref Rodney, was reffing this match, and he absolutely murdered it. Ref Rodney, much love of MLW.
Never mind. I changed the grade then to C+. Good referee.
There you go. Good refereeing. We go into my favorite group, the C unit, Contra unit. We got a promo.
Don't ever do that to them. Don't ever do that to them. They're so much cooler than that. Don't do that to them. That's just rude. That's just rude.
You just shit on me on how did? Go ahead.
I'm
not even gonna talk Contra unit. You talk this Contra unit promo. Go ahead.
Anytime Joseph Simeon is talking, you need to listen. Point blank, period. This guy talks about the Himalayas and all of the craziness. He's taken over MLW again, and now he's got the super soldiers ready to go, and he's getting ready for the war and all this other craziness. And now he said he's going to bring back Mads Kruger to this time end Alex Hammerstone and end Injustice. So if I'm Injustice and Alex Hammerstone, I want no part of the Black Hand of Contra, and if I'm Injustice, I mind my business and I don't bother with Contra. Point blank, period. Have you seen the size of Mads Kruger?
That's a big boy.
That is a big boy. No,
he,
thank you.
Pound for pound, is my favorite wrestler in MLW.
Mads Kruger?
Yes. I want this dude unchained. I want him to just get cut loose and wreck shop.
He's been putting people
every
in
time.
body bags.
No. But he's been doing it. He's been doing it in a promo-ish segment. What he's saying is he wants it in ring. He wants it out of the ring. He wants it backstage. He wants it in your front yard. He wants Mad Kruger
That's
to
what
just...
the Bacalé Brawl was.
No, I get that. But we're still not seeing him unleashed in ring like that.
Because he doesn't need to be right now. They're waiting for the right time. When Contra feels like taking all the gold.
That's what he's saying. He's literally saying he cannot wait for it. Are you listening to the words that are coming out of his mouth?
I haven't had enough coffee.
My apologies. You know, he's still a little green around here, but
it's fine. I understand it. I'm gonna put Vink over without having to have Vink put himself over. He's enthusiastic, okay? And sometimes his enthusiasm gets the better of him. I understand. Being able to hear and listen to what other people are laying out is an acquired taste, and it's a skill that takes time. And he will be the GOAT eventually when he masters all of these skills. So kudos to you, sir. But I'm gonna repeat what I said one time. This guy is legit. He's big. He's mean. You get in front of him. You ask him questions. You regret the questions you ask because you don't want to know the answers. I love the crap out of this dude. He's a beast. All right. And I'm positive the only reason he's in Contra is to keep him from going after the belt. I'm going to say it. He's dangerous. All right. And if he's motivated enough, if I was the champ, I'd be worried. The fact that he's focused on other things and keeping the house clean for the champ, that's the best place I want him if I am the champ. But mark my words, eventually, sometime, someplace, I don't know when, but they might lose the hold of that chain and he might just cut loose on everybody. And when he does, I'm enjoy the crap out of it because he can go.
Absolutely.
That's my
That's how I feel about it. It transitions into Alicia, a poop.
Whoa. What happened to the top 10 rankings? It's like a super huge thing.
Oh, man, I'm not doing the top 10. Go ahead, please. Run it down real quick. Run it down.
Those rankings, I don't trust those rankings. Who's ranking? These marks?
No, it's actually MLW that does it.
So go ahead. From
MLW's reading off the PWI index or some shit. I don't trust it.
Anyway,
you
at
got
number
your notes,
10.
Go do your number 10. Go just from 10, and you don't got to say the numbers, and go down to the last one.
All right, number 10, Laredo Kid. Number 9, the super Iranian soldier, Davari. Number 8, Myron Reed, the young goat. Number 7, Mil Muertes. Number 6, your boy, Richard Holiday. Number 5, your boy, Mads Kruger. Number 4, the Moneyweight Leo Rush. Number 3, Low Key. Number 2, Filthy Tom Lawler. And number 1, the number 1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, the National Openweight Champion, Alexander Hammerstone. Top 10 for you.
All right. So you got your list. You went down. Bada bing, bada boom. We went through it.
You know what it is? His generation likes lists. All right. It's all the internet with all these listicles and BuzzFeed and 5 reasons why this and 5 reasons why that. It's not his fault. I ain't mad at him. All right. But like, let me tell you something. When you see the truth and you know the truth, you know a list is just propaganda. Okay?
Yep.
That's it. Propaganda.
What's funny about that is I don't like lists, believe it or not.
Whatever, you can walk that back anytime you want, Vink. Welcome to the room. Welcome, okay?
So the self-proclaimed interview queen, Alicia Apoop, is interviewing...
Is that actually her name?
No.
It's a toot. It's a toot. It's a toot.
He's making a joke about her name being a toot. Yeah. Which is a really rough name, dude. Holy shit.
It is. I mean, listen, I know Canadians say things differently. I got Canadians told me, salute to everybody in the 6. But she was interviewing Young Money Holiday, Richard Holiday, and he was live from Aruba, doing his thing, living up his best life. That's what the Young Money does. And I thought she was so freaking rude. Like, the way she talked to this dude with no kind of respect. How could you be an interview queen when you got no respect to talk to talent? You're the interviewer. You're not even the talent. Have some respect. So I'm not a fan.
She got to make up her mind. Is she a reporter or a journalist or what? Like, what is she?
I don't know.
What does she do?
That's
Why
a good
is she
point,
trying to? Why is she always trying to dig up stuff on people? That's not a reporter. That's a journalist. What?
See, that's the part where I think people are, and I'm glad smart people like you can understand the difference. There's a difference between interviewing someone and being a reporter or a journalist. There's a huge difference of how this works. And I'm not saying that I dislike her or nothing. I don't know her. You know what I mean? But that approach that she took with him, and then she felt like she was kind of like trying to narc on him. You know what I mean? Like dig up dirt on him. Like, are you a fed or something? Like, over here, we don't do no snitching and trying to throw, people's name in the mud like that. Gentlemen, this interview I thought was kind of off. It was not an interview. It felt like, I don't know. I just felt she was extremely disrespectful.
Dude, it felt like a gotcha moment. Like she Chris Handsome waiting by a fucking in a room to catch somebody. Like, come on, man, what's with this gotcha? Mind you, ironically, I felt like somebody had to do that because like the whole scandal with that Caribbean belt, I didn't appreciate it, obviously. But yeah, man. Nah, I don't think she's the one to do it. And if she is, then she just needs to come straight with cats and be like, hey, if you talk to me, know that I'm gonna be digging and coming in on people. She does not come respectful. She does not come professional. And if that's how it's gonna be, fine. But at least own it and put it up front. All right. Her attitude, boy, she got sass on her, and I'm fine with it. But she ain't that cute. All right, she not.
That's where I think my issue with her is like, are you the girl next door? Because I can go in with that, or are you the HBIC? You know what I mean? Like, hey, if you're the bad one, I'm with it. If you're the girl next door, I'm with it. You can't play the fence when you're not great at either. So please stick to one, because I don't know. I
pick a lane. Legit, she just needs to pick a lane, bro.
Yeah.
Bank, I'm kind of curious what you feel on this. Please feel free to deviate from the course.
Wow. I just so much just energy there. Wow. Yeah, I know that they have an issue with each other prior to this. So I know that they just don't like each other, which I was kind of surprised. You typically wouldn't have two people who don't like each other be interviewed by the other one. I think this is the bad call.
I disagree to cut you off. I disagree because those make for the best interviews.
Not when it's Richard Holiday and Alicia too. Clearly.
Put some respect on his name. Young Money Holiday.
Richard Holiday, the IWA Caribbean champion. Not self-proclaimed, as she said.
I can dig that.
No.
Champion under his name.
He got he hook and crook, right? He got it. So at least
he gets by hook and by crook, he walked out the champion. Either way, it's about checks and championships in this business. That's all that matters.
Whoa! He just. You know what? You're done. That segment is done. We go into what we're gonna have. What, you had more to say?
No, I just again getting cut off. Just
no.
The microphone gets cut.
Speak your piece.
But no,
what you gotta say?
But truthfully, I do actually agree with you guys. She was kind of very disrespectful. I wouldn't call. I don't know what she is. I don't know if she's a journalist or just like an interviewer. It was really weird. I was getting way too many mixed signals. Like the questions weren't too bad. The sass was a lot to handle. But anyway, moving forward.
Yes, moving forward, we have Contra Unit versus Injustice, which I was super hyped up for. And that match never really jumped off because, and I'm going to let the guy who wants to stop me from doing what I was about to do, BVTV, what happened in here? Because I can't do my new Contra Unit thing that I was hyped up to do. What happened?
Basically, right before they just got even into the ring, Jacob Fatu, the MLW World Heavyweight Champion, comes out of nowhere. Literally just comes out like a bat out of hell and just starts going to town on Myron Reed and Jordan Oliver. These guys did not have a chance. They actually do get the fight back. You know, it was a great little super kick followed by that nice little cutter to Fatu inside the ring. And then after that, you know, the referees and the wannabe security guards kind of came in, broke it up, and we got teased on what should be an epic, explosive match somewhere down the line. Also, we got Jordan Oliver claimed that he wants to be the MLW World Champion.
He did say, "I want that belt, bitch." He did say that. Quite clear. I think he's calling Jacob Fatu a biatch.
Well, and then after that, I'll actually run down when those two might meet.
Well, hold up. Can we give Time Thief? Can we give Macho a chance to speak?
Well, I said after this.
Okay.
There's no after this. This is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
You get a little wild over there. All right. I don't need to check you. Check yourself, sir. All right. I'm the most professional podcaster in the business. Look, I don't like injustice. I don't.
Whoa.
I think they're a bunch of hooligans. Do they got talent? Sure. I don't like them. I just don't like the attitude. I don't like their face, their shoes, their hat, whatever it is. I don't like it. All right.
No, I gotta stop you.
Don't stop. Pump your brakes. I ain't done, son. I'm not Chef. I'm not gonna hear it. Listen. It's not what you heard. It is what you're hearing. They got what they got. They got what they deserved. All right. As everybody's favorite saying goes, you get what you deserve. And that is exactly what happened. And if you know exactly where that quote's from. Okay. They played games, won stupid prizes. All right. They're going to sit there and try to clown Contra and not expect. Come on, dude. I saw last week. They thought they was cool. They thought they was good. They're going to try to jump on my boy Fatu and expect no reprisals. Are they reckless or stupid? All right. They thought they just got this match lined up. Nah, dog. That's not even how that was ever going to go. If they thought they was getting a match, they're dumber than they look. They're definitely dumber than they sound. All right. They walked into it. They got handled. That's what you do. That's how you remind somebody what's what and who's at the top and who's not. And I hope they keep getting stepped on because I don't like them. Bunch of punks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But
it's more than fair.
Reason why I know about all that. The reason why, and let me catch up to speed because I know you haven't been watching the program for that long. But the reason why Injustice has a problem. But the reason why Injustice has a problem.
An awful lot.
I'm inferring. Anyway, the reason why Injustice has a problem with Contra is because their good friend Kodo Brazil can no longer wrestle because of Contra. Well, they had no issue with them.
You knew who already knew that? This guy. I understand why. My point is, when you play with big kids, sometimes you get bruises.
Here's the thing, though. Injustice had no problem at that time with Contra. Contra went out their way to mess with them. So now the agenda
was making some noise, and they wanted to check that shit
about referees.
Listen, they put his ass on the injured reserves forever, supposedly. You know,
on the career ender, not an injury. He's done. There is no reserve for him.
Yeah, he's on. Finished. Well, injured reserves. That means you ain't playing. So that happens. You know what? They lucky they're not having Mads Kruger get involved in this. Real talk, Contra unit is too big.
He's in somewhere like the Himalayas right now.
I'm just saying. Listen, next segment is going to be Macho segment. Your boy, Stephen New. I don't know, and I had to talk about this guy because I'm entertained by this shit. I'm not even going to lie to you. I am so entertained by Stephen New. But I want Macho to say his piece because I don't know why I even enjoyed this because usually I don't even know if this is real or not.
Nah. You know what? Let this Thundercat go ham on this. All right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel a little disrespected today. All right? And that tu te me quedo rompió. Okay? Keep it up. Keep it up. Unlike your uncle, I will put some gloves on and we will go find a ring and square this up. So
fair.
Have that.
I just find that whole segment funny. That's why I'm still trying to figure out if it's real or not. If it's real, it's pretty convincing. If it's not, still pretty convincing.
Explain.
That's funny. I mean, who did you guys need a lawyer or health insurance, whatever you're selling or doing?
Why did you find the segment fun and enjoyable or silly or whatever? Come on, man. Don't get choked up now.
Yeah. You want to cut everybody off and have these drawn out things, and now all of a sudden you're like, I don't know.
No, it was a nice little 10, 15 second little promo, and that was pretty cool. It was a cool ad. Caught my
Macho,
attention.
please. What happened, man? What'd you think of your boy? Nobody?
Why are you getting shy on me? Come on, man. Come on, Vink.
I have the actual wrestling aspect. I don't have the advertisement department. You would think I would. I took 3 years of marketing. That never really came out to anything. Shame.
So, are we done with Mr. Steven New?
No. Help him out, because I can say what I'm gonna say. I just wanted to feel like if he needs to like keep cutting me off at the overpass, I would just let him have the lane.
When it comes to wrestling, I'm all there for it. When it comes to advertising,
it's all wrestling, youngster. So it's all wrestling.
So let me say this on this one spot. One of those promos that was there was about military guys who have maybe hearing issues because of faulty earplugs. Jay Bishop, if you hear this, and Macho knows exactly who I'm talking to. If you hear this and you have any sort of ear issues, please let me know. I will slide you the number to Mr. Stephen New, and we can actually make this a podcast thing, and we see what the hell is going on with this Stephen New guy. If you have issues, he's a retired United States Army guy. Do what you do, baby. But Mo, I would say Mo better. Macho, what you got, baby?
I don't know, man. New's just making a buck, man. That's it. He's making a buck. He's been a wrestling fan forever. All right, forever, ever. I get it. Good on him. I'm getting like old school Ring of Honor vibes sometimes with these promos. I'm not pressed, but I laugh every time I see it.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
That's called respect the sponsor, right? After Mr. New put us on about some things that may or may not concern us. God.
So check it out. What I've been thinking for a minute, Salina de la Renta comes on and goes ape shit. She goes nuts. She's hot. She's pissed off. If you listen, she teased the temple. We got Azteca Underground with the temple, blood of whatever the hell, and all this other death things. I'm telling you, I really believe, real talk.
That's the Jefe. El Jefe is coming.
El Jefe is Dario Cueto from Lucha Underground. I'm telling you right now, and if it is, I'm super excited, because if we get once in a blue moon, like a specialty thing, and we get a Lucha Underground on MLW, I am so with it. Dario Cueto was honestly the main reason I actually watched Lucha Underground, and that's real shit. I thought that guy was the man. I mean, obviously he was a grimy dude, but it is what it is. But there's a lot of Lucha Underground teasing in this. Gentlemen, or do we have to go BVTV to go first?
Yeah, please, Vink. Enlighten us.
I'm actually really excited for this, especially the Azteca Jungle fight, because, like I just said, I didn't really watch a lot of Lucha Underground, but when I did, Dario Cueto was the guy that seemed to stand out to me. His character was just something you had to just watch, because he always seemed important. Like, he was never just like, all right, you're kind of over here, now just stay over there. His character was always doing something, whether it was under the table, shady, grimy, rude, nasty, evil. He was just that guy, and he was that guy you did not play around with, because if you did, something bad was happening to you later on.
Dario Cueto reminds me of a mix between Manuel Noriega and Pablo Escobar.
That's quite the claim to make there.
He was a badass dude. You gotta, respect gangsters like that.
No, that's fair. Do you guys also want to talk about the Filthy Island preview, or is...
No, fuck the Filthy Island preview. Don't ever do that again. We talking about this shit right here.
But that's part of it. That's like a whole bunch of matches they had.
Man, we ain't worried about that. We already talked about the pay-per-view, what Filthy Island does. We've been covered that. Twice?
If it happens the third time, cut his mic.
You get muted. You do some disrespectful shit. You know what? Do you have anything important to say about this Lucha Underground idea or Azteca Underground?
No.
No, it doesn't matter what you think anyway. Macho, please save us from him just defiling what an incredible, huge segment this could be.
Look, at the end of the day, it's a huge, huge deal if LU gets into this, okay? This helps put MLW back on the, higher up on the map if LU gets into this, because LU had talent in spades. So many fucking talented wrestlers, dude. One of my favorite dudes, Darius Fox, dude. Killshot, all of the cats. Now I know where Killshot's at right now, so I'm not even going there. But what I'm saying is clearly LU has a huge influence in this scene. All right, the influence crept into AAA, and if it creeps in here, dude, it's legit. And if you're going to spearhead anything, it might as well be with Mil Muertes. All right? Have him come in like a spearhead, wreck shop, make your point, bring your dudes in, acquire whatever assets you need to, and then settle in and build the temple. LU is legit. They had my attention when they popped off for a bunch of the seasons that they had in. Cueto is a legit businessman. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's dangerous. He's grimy. He's greasy. He will cut you. Put it in your face, put it in your back, whatever it takes. He's that dude. And if it is him, boy, MLW is going to get real different real fast once Cueto gets involved. If it is Cueto.
She also kind of referenced the what was that, Belt of the Gods?
Yeah.
She teased that.
And that was one of my favorite belts.
That's a gorgeous belt. That is a gorgeous belt. Now, before we go into the main event, I'm going to ask BVTV, what is your highest expectations for this Lucha on the... Well, let me not say Lucha on the air because we don't know if it's that yet. But...
As the Azteca?
The Azteca Underground. Do you think Azteca Underground does get Savio Vega's promotion, and then we see whatever we have to see it to now kind of be like a Lucha, whatever they want to make, because, with the Aztecs and everything else?
In a way, I think you kind of have to. And the reason why I said it is everything you guys just said, I think that is the building block to all of that. I think it starts just by taking his IWA thing.
I'm good with that. You kind of redeemed yourself because you were a little hateful to us. You were.
The caucasity of you to come and be disrespectful like this today. I'm trying to be so professional with you today.
I am just energetic and I am just ready to go. And there's so much stuff that was here.
You're working my last professionalism, bro.
So I'm not going to talk about the next week matches on the Filthy Island thing. Actually, I will one. King Mo versus Low Key.
I do want to get into that, but are we just going to talk about the main event or what?
Oh, no. Because the two that I remember being teased is Mil Muertes versus Savio Vega, which we know because of, the ownership or whatever they're going to do. I honestly think that Savio is going to get absolutely dominated. I love Savio Vega, but I think that with Muertes, you got to come in, you got to let him stay looking beast-like. So I think he runs through him, and you guys could talk the other one too if you'd like. King Mo versus Low Key. This is Brooklyn versus New Jersey. And I love King Mo. King Mo put those hands of God on people for mad years. I'm a big low-key guy. Shout out to Crooklyn's finest. That fight got me invested because, like I said, I think as a wrestling fan, knowing Mil Muertes just came in and he still has to look strong, I think it's a nut fight, but that is the one I'm looking forward to. Bill Vink, you go last on this one because you're like a ball of fire. Macho, these two that were teased so far.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Low Key and Mo. I am. All right. You know Brooklyn is where it's at for me. All right. That's where I come from. That's how it gets down. I really want Low Key to just take it to him. But Mo's dangerous, dude. Those hands are dangerous no matter when and where. It's going to be. Is it like just what I want to know is what's the stipulation of the match? Is it like a street fight or is it just like a straight match? Because if it's a straight match,
barred fight. It's a no holds barred.
That's gonna get.
That goes into Low Key's pocket.
Yeah, that's gonna get ugly, dude. That's gonna get real grimy, real fast.
Because you know how Brooklyn dudes are. You get into a fight, anything in hand reach becomes their part of their fight.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a garbage can lid. It could be the garbage can. It could be a handball. It could be a rotten banana. Whatever's in their hand reach is now part of their fighting arsenal. That's how Brooklyn dudes get down.
Dude, no DQ matches are reckless. No holds barred matches are just as reckless. So I'm not sure if someone's going to get choked out, tapped out, broken, or what. But I'm hyped. I'm excited for it. Vink?
I think this is gonna actually be kind of a bloody match, and I mean, I think we're gonna have a lot of bloody knuckles coming out of this match. I think someone's jaw is gonna be messed up, maybe both of them. Definitely, some bones are definitely gonna be broken. You're looking at just a nasty physical fight, and that's exactly what I'm looking for.
What about your Muertes versus Savio Vega?
I think Savio Vega, Salina Vegas, it would be sacrificed to the gods or something like that. So I think we'll kind of see the end of him.
You think they kill
him? They quote unquote killed Conan. I don't see why not.
Oh, shit.
I'm rooting for Savio Vega. Listen, I'm pulling for Savio Vega. He represents the PR. Okay, that's it. Y'all need to remember where you come from. Some of you more than others. No names, no caps. All right. Some of you get the reference, no cap. You know what that is. All right.
What?
Listen, I love Savio, and unless Savio brings somebody in for help, I don't see him winning. Not because he's not talented.
I'm saying, listen, he can go. All right. And my biggest concern is the stipulation. What is this Aztec jungle match? What is it? What are the rules? Can someone tell me the rules of this?
I think, honestly, I think it's just like you just have to incapacitate your opponent. Because that's something that they were kind of hinting at was like.
I don't know, dude. This sounds grimier than that. I don't.
It sounds way crazy.
I honestly.
Dude, walking into matches where they aren't clear about stipulations is dangerous and reckless.
Listen.
Well, maybe he will have someone with him.
Hold up.
Maybe he will.
If you don't know about Aztecs or the Mayans and rituals and things like that, maybe you should check up on your history because that Aztec culture was no joke. That was serious. We got some jungle match. We have no idea. Like, this could be the craziest thing you've seen in a while. I'm being dead honest with you. Enough of that. Title for title. AAA versus MLW. The money weight versus Laredo Kid Jr., who's been a 2-year champion with the AAA title. Now, I know that BVTV pointed this out. I didn't notice it until he pointed it out. The referee only was holding up the MLW belt, showing no respect to the AAA belt. I didn't pay attention to it. I was like, oh, snap. In this match, which was crazy, because obviously we do know that the money weight, and I don't want to call him just Leo Rush because I'm a fan of the word money weight. He obviously gets the pinfall. He becomes the new unified champion. for MLW and this AAA partnership in the belt, right? I get that. For 98% of this match, Laredo Kid outshines Lio Rush, and I felt like exposes him to being a lesser talent than Lio Rush. And Lio Rush gets the win. I get it, it's wrestling, but at the same time, I was like, I really was not impressed with Lio Rush at all. Gentlemen, go ahead, have fun, say your piece, because that's just how I felt.
Look, you know I'm a big fan of Lio Rush. I have been for a minute. All right. I pick no bones about it. I think the kid's an amazing talent. Yes. I think he's got to go. And you know what? Why not? It is his time to shine. He's definitely the future of any middleweight, cruiserweight division that he steps in. All Absolutely. Right. Without a doubt. The kid can go. He's got wheels, dude. He can wrestle multiple styles. I think the thing that would definitely cement him in my mind is a little bit of time and the ability to add a mat submission style. If he could add any kind of submission or mat based style to his repertoire, it would make him super dangerous, duper dangerous.
He'd be a 5-tool player.
Yeah. He's already dangerous as it is. With the skill set he has, with his athleticism, with his natural talent, his skill and his ability, he can bring it to anybody. All right, he can. I know he can. I just think having a hole or two in his style, thematically, if he added some more to it, he'd be able to go pound for pound anytime, any place, anywhere. Laredo, I think fatigue definitely played a factor into it. He's been defending that belt for 2 years. All right. And I'm not taking anything away from Leo, but honestly, when you hold a belt for as long as that and you take all comers, eventually it catches up. All right. So mad props to Laredo Kid for holding that belt for 2 years, but his time came up, and just 1 or 2 mistakes is all Leo needed to slip in and snap it up.
Yeah, you know, I actually really loved this match, and I'm kind of going to agree with Chef here. I think Laredo Kid, in many ways, outshined Lio Rush, and as you were also saying as well, Macho, definitely I feel like if he were to add some type of submission, a little bit more technical wrestling to his just base in general, I think he becomes a 5-tool player. Granted, he is just, I think people forget, he's only 25 years old. That should mind blow people about how good he is at 25 years old. You know, he's won multiple championships already at this stage in his career, which is something that a lot of wrestlers at that age cannot say. He's main evented shows, headline shows. He is a draw. So to see him win this match, I think going into this, I kind of knew he was going to win because you can't have a guy who just beat one of your longest reigning champions at was it something Coliseum? That pay-per-view, and then have him drop it a month later. There was no way that was going to happen. That would be so disrespectful to him. So I'm kind of, in a way, glad he won. And as you were saying about the lengthy the title reign, 2 years is a very impressive feat. So congrats to Laredo Kid on that. But truthfully, this was the best cruiserweight/middleweight bout we have seen in a while. And I love the fact that this kind of showcased what these two companies can do when they put their top stars together. It makes magic. To me, this was an A match.
That works for me.
A match, legit.
Yeah, the money weight was talking crazy at the end. I love it. What do we see next? Don't know. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully Laredo Kid doesn't, I don't want to see just a series, just a little back and forth. I want these guys to be on some real shit. Like, I want to see Lio Rush and AAA as well now. You know what I mean? I want to see the partnership go back and forth so we have a different view. My one knock, and it's been my knock with this set of shows, is the lighting. I had to bring that up because the lighting is killing me. It looks like, I don't know if anybody's ever been big into 420. I'm not going to start saying names or nothing like that. But it felt like if you're doing
a hazy club.
Yeah, like if you doing like a hot box or something, because all this smoke looking stuff, it's weird. It's a weird lighting, and I love MLW, I do, but that haziness is throwing me off a little bit. But as a whole, what do you guys think of the first show that not this show, but MLW last night? If you had to do your 5B things, what do you give it?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I mean, you like letters. Alphabets are your thing, Bank.
Yeah, I give this a solid. I give this a solid B+.
Okay, I enjoyed it. I loved it. For myself, Macho, all the links from Geek of the Week, which is a podcast about comics, movies, interviews with everybody, artists, everything will be in the links. I got BVTV, who does all types of gaming. His links will be on the bottom as well with them. We got a bunch of interviews. Once again, we interviewed Ref Rodney from your show, MLW. Ladies and gentlemen, for me,
whoa, you're forgetting something.
What?
You didn't promote the thing.
Oh, my fault. And because I'm trying to promote you guys, it's www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. I'll have to say in the beginning of every show because that's what it is.
And
what?
All right. Anyway, so later next month, me and Chef are going to be doing a GM mode thing in 2007 on the PS2.
Whoa! Slow down. That doesn't get talked about until later. So, anyways, www.urbanwrestlingnetwork.com. Ladies and gentlemen, we out of here.